ain't no party like a Diddy party. How many people like openly talked about being there? I think there's so many powerful people that are on those lists. There's so many powerful people that went and partied.
Day 18 of Sean Diddy Combs' explosive trial wrapped with exclusive leaked audio that painted a dark and disturbing picture of his alleged freak-off rituals. Even Joe Rogan chimed in, breaking down the evidence and warning that Diddy's situation is looking dire. Meanwhile, Diddy's legal team is now pushing for a mistrial, accusing Cassie Ventura of perjury under oath. But the real shock? Victim 3, known only as Jane, returned to the stand, and her emotional testimony had the courtroom frozen in disbelief. Let's break it down.
And there's also like people that are elites, and that's their thing. Like their thing is to do something that is horrible, and it's not available to other people. So it's like, I think there's like a sickness that people have when they have power, like extreme power, and then what else can I do? What else can I do? What else is what else is taboo? What else is forbidden? Like all this Diddy is coming out. Like,
I was just gonna say, doesn't that sound topical?
Jesus Christ! The first day of the trial, did you pay attention to any of that stuff? I looked at it for like 10 minutes this morning, and I was like, I gotta stop. I can't look at this.
Well, what freaks me out is the people sitting in the courtroom listening to it.
Right.
And there's a wide spectrum of people that are getting subjected to it, and you just sit there and go,
yeah, well, not only that, how about the fact that this guy was running this for decades? He was doing this for decades to who knows how many people, and everybody was scared to talk about it because he...
According to mounting testimony, Diddy isn't just on trial. He's being exposed as a deeply disturbed predator. The acts he allegedly orchestrated through a secretive sex ring go far beyond humiliation. They're degrading, calculated, and violent. Cassie testified that Diddy would host these freak-offs with military-like control, commanding male escorts like chess pieces. He told them exactly what to do, when to do it, and where to take women, treating every victim like disposable property. If Cassie spoke up or disobeyed, Diddy would reportedly slam her into walls or drag her across the room. To him, she wasn't a partner. She was a plaything, a tool for power and dominance.
Yeah, it's really wild, man. Evil is a real thing, you know? Nobody wants to believe, because if you believe in the devil, right? If you believe in Satan, you believe in something that's silly. Like most people a lot of people believe in God. If you ask people, do you believe in God? Yeah, well, I'm not religious, but I believe in God. Okay, well, do you believe in the devil? Most people will say no. But do you believe in evil acts? Well, yeah, well, people certainly do evil things. Well, where do you think that comes from? If evil is real, what is it about us that makes us want to deny the possibility that there's some nefarious force that is in human beings, that influences human beings? It's not as simple as like some people are bad, some people are good. No, maybe evil is a real element that you have to fight in life. And that maybe this is just something that's been documented all throughout history, but our arrogance in our secular society wants to keep us from recognizing that as an actual factor.
And then came Jane, victim 3. Her voice reportedly cracked on the stand as she recalled being forced into group sex, drugged repeatedly to stay compliant, and given multiple doses of ecstasy just to stay conscious. The courtroom was silent. Diddy, on the other hand, remained stone-faced.
The third alleged victim, who goes by the pseudonym Jane, was back on the witness stand for her first full day of testimony. The prosecutor played an audio recording for the jury of a hotel night with a male prostitute Jane identified as Dawn. On the recording, Jane and Dawn are looking for a condom, but Combs didn't allow it and can be heard saying, quote, "You're taking that expletive." Now, Jane testified, quote, "I just didn't want to disappoint my lover. He would be unhappy and wouldn't be satisfied with me." Jane went on to tearfully tell the jury about her birthday in 2023 when she said she was made to have sex with 3 different men in addition to Combs. The prosecutor asked why. Jane responded, "I don't know. It had become so routine," and added that she turned robotic. Jane told the jury that after a while, Combs didn't have to directly ask her for the...
But what about his accomplices? While Epstein's circle was exposed through flight logs, Diddy's network remains buried. Investigators uncovered private jet records confirming he transported women across state lines, but no names have been released. And here's the difference. Diddy recorded everything. Those recordings? That might explain why so many key witnesses have suddenly gone missing.
You know, I've had conversations with people about it, and it's like, Jesus, like just trying to get the documents, like when they're trying to get the Epstein files, like the state of New York, one of the district attorneys was hiding documents that have forced them to get documents. I think there's so many powerful people that are on those lists. There's so many powerful people that went and partied. Air quotes, partied. And how many of them went to the Diddy party? Have you been paying attention to the trial?
Oh, yeah.
Trials. Wild.
Why don't they air it the same way they aired the coverage that
Johnny
Johnny Depp got?
I know. Why don't they? I don't know. They should. The ratings would be amazing.
Unreal.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Why wouldn't you air that?
What's going to happen though, you think?
Well, Diddy's going to be in jail for the rest of his life. I think he's probably going to get.
Think he's insane though?
I don't know. I don't even think it matters. I mean, it's a lot of it is.
But then it's just another Epstein. It's another Ghislaine Maxwell, where somebody gets indicted and nobody else indicted for kids to
right
no
to no one. Right. We're like, what is the next crazy thing that's going to explode in the news? Is Bill Clinton's going to have an OnlyFans? Like, what is going to happen? Ain't no party like a Diddy party. How many people like openly talked about being there?
LeBron?
Yeah, how Ashton Kutcher, all these people. Like, you guys all went. You didn't see nothing? You didn't see nothing?
Yeah.
Donnell went? Yeah. Did he? Of course he did.
Donnell who?
Trying to defend himself.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Is he trying to defend himself right now?
It's pretty funny.
I got to call him up. Donnell, you got to back away from that.
Isn't there a video with Kamala?
She was at one of the Diddy parties?
Isn't she in the background with...
It might have been the difference between Diddy parties and freak-offs. Oh, my God.
They're giving him shit, too, because he's sitting in his...
the guy from...
On a recent episode of his podcast, Joe Rogan dropped another bombshell. He claimed that Hollywood elites were complicit, that they helped lure women into a false sense of safety, only to pressure them into compromising recorded situations. According to Joe, these weren't just private parties. These were grooming hubs for blackmail, and Diddy was at the center.
Poker Diddy was like a Epstein type, working for somebody.
That's a good question. Well, it would be a great way to compromise celebrities. Yeah. And get them to say whatever you want them to do, get them to do whatever projects you'd like them to do. And, if you're a bunch of other celebrities are there, you're like, oh, look, Bill Clinton's here. This is fine.
Yeah.
This is cool. Look at this. Like, Brad Pitt's here. Oh, this is cool. You don't even think there's anything wrong with being there. Meanwhile, you're getting up and filmed, and then they're passing out punch. Have some punch, Aaron. And you have some punch, and all of a sudden you're like, I'm feeling really good. I just feel amazing. You're all mollied up. You don't know what the you're doing. Probably a combination of things they give you.
And it's all being filmed.
Crazy. Now, if that's not an intelligence agency operation, it's just an evil super genius who figures out how to compromise everybody by providing this crazy freak-off party. Everybody's got to put their phones away. Okay, we're going to put our phone away. No one's going to know anything. Yeah, it means there are cameras everywhere. It's just one guy doing that. What a diabolical human being.
Yeah.
He seems pretty diabolical.
He's probably working with somebody. Or for somebody.
Maybe.
And maybe he just got too far out there.
Some of the that came out in the trial, though, like he's forcing his girlfriend to have sex with prostitutes while he was sitting there jacking off with a bandana on. She'd rub the jizz on his nipples. Like, what are we even talking about? There's so many horrific accusations, though, involving young singers, like children.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's insane.
He makes R. Kelly look like a decent guy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
It is crazy. And meanwhile, the guy was like hanging out with Oprah, hanging out with Obama.
Jay-Z.
Everybody.
The most terrifying part? Witnesses are vanishing. Joe Rogan suggested that even the recent raid on Diddy's mansion may have been staged, possibly to remove or destroy critical evidence before prosecutors could touch it. And now, those who could expose his inner circle, the people who know too much, are either silent or gone.
Stairs, and these dudes are like right on the couch. Yeah. And then I go in this room and these guys are and it's like.
And pros. Like, apparently he was getting male gigolos to girls.
Fuck girls.
Yeah, that was one of the rumors, like the
male
freak off.
gigolos.
So he would hire the professional dicks to have sex with the girls, and I think he would watch. Allegedly, that's what was alleged. I think. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, and that's the other thing. Like, I wonder, like, is that just a power thing?
It's a Caligula thing.
What does that mean?
Caligula, like the emperor. Did you ever see that movie, Caligula?
No.
It's about just Roman empires being completely out of control. Caligula is like almost like porn. And it was a movie made, I want to say in the 70s. It's a crazy movie. Wow. But it's just detailing extreme excess where you can never fill the hole.
But what is the hole you need to fill? Like, I'm trying to find, like, what's the
just
catalyst?
Chaos. What year was this? 79. Yeah. That's Malcolm McDowell, right? Yeah. Yeah, the dude from Clockwork Orange.
Oh, yeah.
It's a crazy movie, man. But it's still mild in comparison to what Absolute have. Absolute power corrupts. Caligula.
Okay, so then there's the question. It's like, can you take a completely normal person, give them power, and then they become that? Or does it take a power-hungry person that has this void that needs to be filled, and then when they are given that power, you see the worst version?
As this twisted saga unravels, victims continue to come forward. Witnesses continue to vanish, and powerful figures remain untouched. The question now is, will Diddy finally be convicted? Or will his high-powered connections bury the truth? Once again, you tell us, is this the moment where the house of cards collapses? Or will Hollywood close ranks and protect its darkest secrets? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell because the story, it's far from over. The next update could shake the industry to its core.